let's have a look at responsible coffee.
What is responsible coffee, and why should we be drinking responsible coffee? Well, responsible coffee is really about the farmers who produce this amazing coffee receiving a fair price for the coffee. It's also about the way that it is produced. Is it grown in a responsible manner? And what we find in the world of coffee is that most of the coffee in the world is produced by third world producers, and for far too long farmers who produce amazing coffee have got a really bad deal. They've been paid low prices, and responsible coffee and fair trade aims to change that. It aims to reward farmers for the coffee that they produce. It is important not only to produce and be paid good prices for coffee, but it's important that coffee is produced in a sustainable manner. And responsible coffee is also about the way the coffee is produced and grown, about good agronomy practices, and the certifications around responsible coffee aim to grow and change the way coffee is produced. Coffee must be good for people and it must be good for the planet, and that is important.
Due to the fact that more than 25 million people in the tropical areas of the world depend on the coffee crop, a crop that is the economic backbone of many countries, there needs to be an organization in place that protects the people and the environment in which coffee production thrives. Fair trade. Certain coffees have a serious responsibility to better the specific regions of the world where they source their coffee. These coffees are called fair trade coffees, and this means that a better deal for the third world producers is ensured in each trade of coffee around the world. Fair trade is a different approach to the trading of coffee because it is based on a better relationship between the producers and the consumers. Fair trade offers producers improved terms of trade, meaning fair payment, allowing the producers of the coffee plants to improve their lives and plan for the future. This certification allows sustainability and equal engagement, which ensures that the community development and empowerment for the coffee producers is at the forefront of every single coffee trade made. Look for the Fair Trade brand in the coffee that you use. Then there is UTZ certified or UTZ certified coffee, which is dedicated to sustainable agricultural and economic development, where farmers are professionals implementing good practices that lead to better businesses. This allows for the coffee industry to take responsibility by demanding and rewarding sustainably grown coffee, and where consumers can buy coffee that meets standards for social and environmental responsibility. Another certification is Organic Afrisco certified coffee, which supports farming practices which are good for the people of today and the earth for tomorrow. Certified organic coffee is grown naturally and without the use of pesticides. These practices stimulate the environment's natural development and regeneration, while also adding value to the farmer's coffee, allowing them to fetch fairer and higher prices for sustainably produced coffee. Another certification is the Rainforest Alliance. The fact that most of the coffee plant producing farms are in major areas regarded as high priorities for conservation, as well as being havens for wildlife, is a major concern for the Rainforest Alliance. For many years, coffee was grown under the leafy canopy of native rainforest trees and then doused with agrochemicals. With this, much of the wildlife disappeared. Soils were washed downhill and streams were choked with silt and these chemicals. The Rainforest Alliance certification helps farmers take on the erratic economic swings of oversupply and low prices, and encourages them to implement sustainable farm management systems, where farmers can control costs, gain efficiencies, and improve crop quality. This qualification is one way to guarantee that coffee farms maintain wildlife habitat and other environmental benefits while still protecting the livelihoods of coffee farmers themselves. Now, coffee lovers everywhere can support farmers who maintain these rainforest sanctuaries simply by buying beans that are stamped with the Rainforest Alliance certified seal of approval. Then we have the Smithsonian Migratory Bird Center. Every day, more and more coffee plantations are being certified with the SMBC Bird-Friendly Seal of Approval, because it is the only 100% organic, shade-grown coffee certification available. In the time that it takes to drink a cup of coffee, acres of tropical forest are being lost. Along with it go the birds and other wildlife that depend on these tropical forest areas. Shade-grown organic coffee plantations, stamped with the Bird-Friendly Seal of Approval, play a key role in the conservation of our global environment and of migratory birds that find sanctuary in their forest-like environments. The Smithsonian Migratory Bird Center ensures that coffee plantations remain a healthy place for birds and other wildlife. Finally, another certification is the 4C Common Code. The 4C Association, which is the common code for the coffee community, is the platform that brings together stakeholders in the coffee sector to address sustainability issues in a pre-competitive manner. Members include the likes of coffee farmer organizations, traders, industry coffee roasters, and retailers, as well as civil society organizations. This global community works together to improve the economic, social, and environmental conditions of those who make their living from coffee. The coffee sector is confronted with many pressing issues, like climate change, lack of interest from the next generation of coffee growers, aging coffee trees, and inadequate finance or land, to name a few of their many issues. The cooperation between all members in the 4C community allows solutions to become easier to find. The 4C Association is about making cooperation happen. It is a multi-stakeholder organization of people committed to addressing the sustainability issues of the coffee sector in a pre-competitive manner. The 4C Code of Conduct sets social, environmental, and economic principles for the sustainable production, processing, and trade of green coffee. All of the above organizations and alliances promote the growing of better tasting coffee because of the improved farming lifestyles and methods. And in the likes of shade coffee beans, these ripen more slowly, resulting in a richer flavor as well as conserving the biodiversity of each area. These movements also provide healthy environments for workers and downstream communities, protecting waterways and sources of drinking water. All of these alliances help in the reduction of soil erosion through shade management. They employ great agronomic techniques and plant on hills with appropriate slopes, thereby eliminating pesticide and chemical fertilizer use through the biological control and other organic practices. This sustainable coffee production promotes democratization and community participation in all aspects of sustainable coffee production, and also provides technical assistance and environmental education for farmers shifting to sustainable technologies. This ensures adequate wages, housing, and healthcare for workers, whilst providing access to markets for all producers, irrespective of the farm size. Responsible coffee is the only way to better and save these beautiful regions and their people. Look for these certifications on the coffee that you buy, and you will be assured that you are contributing to the fair and responsible trade and production.